Alright, what is up, you beautiful people, and welcome back to the True Sight Brawl. We are playing some Vorazun today. Let's get right to it. So True Sight Brawl here, quite obvious. One of our modifiers here is going to be a free Dehaka, which is always nice. And we also have full vision of what our opponents have. And it looks like we're in a Vorazun mirror match, and I don't know how Vorazun mirror matches go, but I'm pretty sure if I get more Stalkers I can win. And our last modifier here is we have Aura. So let's see, this guy's also Vorazun. Everyone always spawns the hard counter. And what's this guy? This guy's Swan here. And then Bunglord here is Dehaka. Oh, is Dehaka really a hard counter to Swan? Is Swan a Dehaka? Dehaka hard counter? I don't know if it is. Let's see. There we go. We got time for the cooldown speed here. And we're gonna get this juicy Stalkers that are gonna be able to stay alive because of the CDR reduction. So every time there's Aura, Vorazun is always going to be at least viable in some way, shape, or form. Viable if not very good because of the cooldown reduction here. And so let's get right to it here. Although the laser beam is going to be kind of annoying though. So we have a Vorazun here going Stalkers. This Vorazun has Centurions, but probably also going to go Stalkers because, you know, if you're playing Vorazun, that's the name of the game here. I do not like it when my Stepmans go Hydralisks because they are so fragile. And I don't know. I mean, I guess in this situation, it probably would be better if you just went Gary. And against Vorazun, you'd probably want like just a stack of Ultralisk, I'm pretty sure. And you'd be able to win here. And let's go get them Stalkers over here. And you guys already know the name of the game. Stalker Stacker. Stalker Stacker. Super Stalker Stacker. And all I'm going to do is stack Stalkers and hope my team is able to pick up the slack in terms of just being able to... Because I can protect their stacking units by having Stalkers here. But my opponents also have more Stalkers, so that's going to be a little bad. But we'll just see. I'm going to just try and fill the field with Stalkers, and until that happens... There we go. My sole purpose is to build Stalkers. And it looks like my yellow opponent here also knows what's up. I don't know if red can actually... What is Vorazun's counter to Stalkers? Is it just... I'm pretty sure it's not Void Rays. Yes, the Void Rays have a lot of range, but like... I don't know about that, you know? Maybe he's going straight tier 3 and just to try and like stealth some things. I don't know, but
sounds like a plan.
I don't actually know what Vorazun's counter to Stalkers is. Is it just Stalkers of your own? Or is it Dark Templar? Because Dark Templar do a lot of damage, especially the Shadow Guard here. They do like 100 damage per hit. So I can see that might work out, but they're also melee, so they have to walk up. Which is kind of bad. So yeah. By the way, guys, you guys are new to my channel, and you guys enjoyed Direct Strike content, be sure to watch this video until the end to see how many Stalkers we end up stacking before we either win or lose, because I don't know. It could go either way right now. It's quite early in the game. But hopefully we get that big W. Get that big W here. We got a bunch of rates here. Can Dehaka handle all those rates? I mean, Mutalisks seem like... Every time I see Dehaka go Mutalisk, though, I'm always questioning about it, because I don't think Dehaka Mutalisks do too much damage. They're just really tanky. I don't know. I mean, that one Mutalisk took on like at least 2 rates here, so I guess it wasn't too bad. And I'm pretty sure I can counter the race with my own Corsairs, but that means I have to build something that's, you know, not a Stalker. Looks like our opponent here. If I'm against double Stalker Stacker, it's a hard counter for me, so too bad. Let's see. I guess actually he doesn't actually have an option against Wraiths, because Wraiths are quite small of a unit, and so even if you get Creeper Hosts, the Creeper Hosts will not do too well against them, because I think one Creeper might kill like a Wraith, which is not that cost effective, and then like the best thing you might be able to get is like Tyrannosaurs. But Tyrannosaurs against someone who has against like a bunch of Dehakas is kind of a bad idea, just because you know they can. I'm just gonna bunch him up here, get that black hole going. Oh yeah, get that black hole action here. Make sure so our opponents can never reestablish. Let's see. Dehaka just has to turn himself into a detector, and because he has 2 Dehakas, that shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna turn my Dehaka into a detector as soon as possible if I can. I can get level 2 shout. That should make sure the Wraiths stop stealthing up here. And it sounds like there's DT here. Yeah, it looks like there are DT here. There we go. So I guess this guy did try to go for the DT option. I don't think the DT option is actually that great here. Actually, I can see where he has his DTs. Okay, he has 3 DTs at the front. Okay. I don't think DTs are good. I mean, with the cooldown reduction, they might not be too bad, though. But yeah. On paper, they might be good. But yeah, just being able to stack here with my eyes is pretty useful. But let's see. Do we have a... Yes, we have some detection here. There's an Overlord. And it's going to go down quite quick, though. Although Gary's actually able to hang in there. And the Hydralisk naturally actually took him down. So actually, that's not too bad. I'm going to gas here kind of aggressively. But yeah, look at that. The Mutalisk here are going to be able to handle this. I mean, Dehaka on Mutalisk only is like it's not too bad at the end of the day. We saw that Overseer that's still alive. We can still see what's going on here. We're shredding the cannon. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like if both Vorazuns here just went raw Stalkers, I think... I mean, maybe they didn't get the cooldown reduction. Yeah, this guy's fire, which is not nearly as great. And what does this guy have? He has attack speed, and he has a Void Ray. That's also not nearly as great. Yeah, so I think I got the lucky roll here with the cooldown reduction here. Because cooldown reduction is just king. If you can get it, just always get it as an upgrade if you're playing Vorazun. And just buy Stalkers. It's a strategy that requires absolutely 0 brain power with a pretty good payoff. So, you know, I'll take that every day. Every day and any day. And actually, you know what? I take it back with the Stepman Hydra opener. They ended up being very good against those rates. But it's just that in general, though, Hydras are kind of a risky opener because they're quite squishy. And so, I don't know. Like, one thing I don't like about Stepman is that, like, if I want to go pure, like, normal Stepman bio, you know, without Banes and stuff, you don't have access to that, like, medium-sized kind of tanky unit, like a Roach or something. And so you're basically you just have Hydras by themselves, and that's usually not a good time for the Hydralisk at the very least. But yeah, so I'm gonna get keen senses here so I can actually see what's going on. Let's go. Okay, well I'm pushing into the Nexus here, so that's gonna be kind of bad. Oh wait, they have 2 black holes. I only have 1. So it looks like this game is gonna go on for a little longer, but honestly, all I just gotta do is keep filling my field with Stalkers. And if I outnumber my opponents in Stalkers, I should be fine. I'm not really convinced that the Void Rays are going to be too strong here. But they might be, because Swan with enough Science Vessels can also heal up the Stalkers that are alive here. Which should just keep them stacking even harder. Which could be problematic, but we'll see. Anyways. Although I don't know if the Dehaka's Mutalisks are any good against these rates. I mean, they're not rates, these Stalkers. It doesn't seem like they are. I get some armor upgrades here. But it looks like I'm going to be in a bit of trouble here. And, oh my god, the second black hole here. That's going to be pretty aggressive. They're going to aggressively try and push this back. Break my Stalker stack here. I mean, the Void Rays might be able to do it. They got a lot of range here, and they're not being contested, which means I should probably build some Void Rays of my own and try and contest it here. If Stepman had Banelings, I could just Black Hole to pick up all of these units here and just get them all blown up. But I'm going to try and Black Hole on Dehaka's wave here, because on Dehaka's wave, he has kind of some splash in the AoE. There we go. I'm going to drop the scan here so there's nothing. Like the AoE, the Mutas have like a pseudo splash here, so hopefully that'll do something. That was kind of effective. If only we had tanks. Yes, sir. If only we had tanks. I'm gonna get that prismatic range here. My tank is really just the Void Ray, really. Because the Void Ray has a lot of range, and so as long as it's shooting, it should be fine. And yeah, this guy looks like he's got some Void Rays as well, and I'm gonna be in a bit of trouble because he's got a little bit more Void Rays than I do. He's got that head start. I'm actually not gonna go for Fire Breath here. I don't think I'm gonna buy it until the next upgrade. Let's see. We've got a lot of Lings. I mean, I guess Stepman's medium-sized tanking unit is his Lings, because they have the Immortals, the Immortal Shield, which kind of feels funky here. So I got 3 Void Rays now to match my opponents. And let's see, what does he have here? He has Oracles. Okay. I'm gonna get some more Stalkers here. I still have the Stalker Supremacy. I think he might be tier 3 though. So I don't know actually. Hold on, let's have a look at what his upgrades are. So he's 0-2. Okay. While I'm 2-1. Okay, so I'm gonna buy shield upgrades as well. There we go. Eat that tank over there. Void Rays are not that great against the Dehaka, but they got that long range, so they can sort of stack like tanks. And hopefully they'll start aggroing the enemy Void Rays, because that would be ideal. I'm gonna upgrade my Void Rage damage though. There we go. Beam down the enemy Void Rays, please. We got that 9 range here. I think with all the Stalkers on the ground too, my Void Rays are just going to be uncontested. So that is going to be perfect. There we go. I'm going to try and build some more Void Rays here. Okay, but the only issue is that as soon as I see Corsairs, that's going to be bad. Okay, yeah, so he has a Void Ray here. I basically can't fall behind on Void Ray count and Stalker count, so I just have to make sure that I can juggle it. But I can see what my opponents are doing, so that's perfect. So he's actually 1,000 minerals behind us. It's also probably, maybe because he's on 2 gas and we've been ahead for most of the game. Maybe? Or maybe he's just tiered up a bunch of times. I don't know. I'm going to buy shield upgrades here so my Stalkers have more shields. And so do my Void Rays. I mean, the shields are constantly regenerating health, so that's okay, it's pretty good. Let's go, I got my Void Ray beam here. Does he have stealth on his Void Rays? I think that the natural... Oh, he just bought a bunch of Void Rays, okay. Okay, he just bought a bunch of Void Rays here. But I do have a bunch of Void Rays here on my own. Drop a scan here to my Dehaka die, just in case something is just sneaky. Being sneaky here. Okay, I'm gonna buy 1 more Void Ray, and then I'm gonna get 4th gas here. So I feel like this game is gonna go on for at least a little longer here. Void Rays should do something against the Wraiths. They're not gonna, obviously... oh, actually, they did pretty well. I felt like Swan could have just kept going for Wraiths. I don't know. Because I mean, I guess the tanks are needed because, well, we have so much ground presence here. In the form of Stalkers. And let's see, enemy base is getting a bit low here. We got some Mutos coming in. If they have a black hole, they gotta use it now. Otherwise, that's gonna be game. Okay, that's the black hole. That might just save them. But I got a Void Ray here just aggroed onto the Nexus, and it's not stopping. There we go. Alright, that just shows how much more powerful Vorazun is with this. I'm pretty sure it's the CDR too. I don't know what this guy was doing though, because I feel like every time I play Vorazun, it's just this. Bam, Stalkers. That's like the most reliable strategy with the least brain power and the least ways things could go wrong. So I just keep doing it. 77k damage. I actually dealt a lot of damage, probably because my Stalkers were able to stack. Not because my wave actually had a lot of raw DPS. That's usually what happens. I don't know how this guy managed to do less damage. I mean, what was he up against? He was up against Stetman. I mean, with some of this many Lings and that many Hydralisk, I would have just bought DTs. Like, if this guy was in the first position, and this guy was over here with his DTs, I feel like that would have been... I don't know, actually. Because against Statman, I feel like it's just DTs. Just because most of his ground units are super fragile. And then, you gotta figure out a way to take care of Gary here, and that's it. Alright, well that was... Here's the thing with Vorazun and super stacking. That was a quick-ish game. If I play another one, we might end up with a 1-hour game. And you know what? That sounds pretty good to me. Alright, and we're back. Let's get right to it. Okay, let me see what... do I have... Oh, no. Disaster. I can probably get Force, actually. Force is probably not too bad. Blood is I'm probably never going to make use of, so I'm just going to go Force. There we go. So, Force will keep my Stalkers alive a little bit better because of that extra range they got. Looks like we got a Kerrigan on our team, because only Kerrigan spreads creep like this. Naturally, and what am I up against here? Oh, it's a Dehaka. Can I just go DTs against Dehaka? Let's see, what answer does he have? Yeah, I think he might have answers in terms of, Ultralisk, maybe? Oh no, Igniters are pretty good too. I feel like I could still, like, splash in a few DTs just to, like, mess with them. But I think Stalkers are still going to have to be the mainstay here in terms of what I'm up to. Except he can eat 2 of my Stalkers, and right after that is a Tychus, really. And then we have an Artanis, okay. We got Carax. Oh, Jesus, we got Carax, boys. There we go. I mean, Carax and Artanis, I think Carax does okay. He can dominate most of Artanis' ground with his Purifier Colossus, provided he's got something to protect them. The only issue is the only issue is Artanis. Actually, I think Karak's Air might be able to beat Artanis Air, or just Artanis Ground. Because he can just get a bunch of Mirages and Carriers, I think. The ratio has to be good, though, because if ratio's kind of bad, then Carriers are just going to end up getting stomped by Dragoons. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I kind of want to just gas here. My Stalkers don't actually do enough damage, which feels really bad. Feels bad, man. I'm surprised this Dehaka hasn't gotten, like, consumed yet or something, but that's okay. My Stalkers are just going to stay alive here for quite a bit here. And with the Force, the extra range helps them get back into the fight faster with the extra move speed as well. There we go, he's got consumed. He just ate my Stalkers there. There we go. Against Tychus, I think I don't really have anything to do besides just stack. So Stalkers and hopefully get DTs. Oh. This game is going to look like it's going to be a longer game here, at the very least. At the very least here. I'm going to get shield upgrades here, so my shields are stronger. Stalkers are still alive here, but I don't think they'll be alive for too much longer. Eat that Dragoon there. Get that Tychus out of the way. I'm going to try and upgrade my attack damage here. We got some Ravisaurs. Not a bad choice here. Ravisaurs have a lot of range. But I would prefer Impalers, actually. Get that point and eat here. Although, does he have extra range on his Ravisaurs? Oh yeah, he has 8 range on them. So they outrange my Stalkers quite significantly, but my Stalkers should be able to take the hits. There we go. There we go. And I think Ravisaurs... No, Ravisaurs are armored, so they don't take bonus damage from DTs. If I do buy DTs, I probably want to buy Shadow Guard, because they have a little bit more health, and they come with all the upgrades already. So, the only issue is that I have to invest into Tier 3. Which is actually not too bad, because I get the Dark Pylon, which means that I can permanently stealth some of my Stalkers. Which is a big problem for Dehaka, just because he can't deal with stealth too well. Overall. Unless he becomes a Detector. Which is 1 point into detection, rather than, I don't know, something else more useful. I guess. Karak's with the Annihilator here. Doing its best. But its best ain't enough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just keep buying Stalkers until I run out of space. Let's see. Now, the only question is that going to work out against all these Dehakas here? So I know I definitely shouldn't buy Void Rays. Void Rays do absolutely nothing here. I think I just gotta have enough to survive the Ravisaur Spit, and then, yeah. I mean, I only have 1 stack in here, but I just need a few more. I just need a few more here. I actually got a Black Hole here, the Black Hole Tychus. So, Hydralisks are not really that great against Tychus, though. Yeah, he also has a Cav already. Oh my god. He needs, our character needs to get Broodlords here. I don't know. I'm gonna pour myself some tea real quick. There we go. Been having a lot of tea lately. I just wanted to just because I have tea like with tea leaves, and then so I just have like a coffee pot filled with tea leaves, and I just like, you know, pump out some tea into it, and I've just been drinking so much more water because of that. It's just because I just keep filling it up, because the tea leaves always just, I can keep steeping more tea. It never seems to stop. And yeah, okay, Karak's dropped the beam here. I think I could actually combo the beam with my Black Hole in the future. But yeah, I think my Black Hole has a longer cooldown though. It's got, actually no, its cooldown is shorter. It's only 4 minutes, okay. Not because it doesn't do damage. Let's see. I'm gonna tell Carrie, get Broods versus Tychus.
What's up?
I don't know if they know that, so I'm just gonna drop that out there just in case. You know, got it. Yeah, they probably didn't know that. Because like Hydralisks aren't great because they'll just get blown up by Tychus's grenade once he has an upgrade on it on the Implosion Core. But Tychus will have a hard time against the Broodlords, and it'll force his allies to itemize. Broodlord's actually not too bad against the Dragoons either, because Dragoons just get distracted by all the small units here, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad of a choice here. So I'm gonna try and just like Black Hole some of these Ravisaurs so they just stop doing DPS to my wave here. Get some Stalker damage upgrade. There we go. And then we're just going to shred through these things here. Ravisaur's going down. My Stalkers should help out, dealing some damage at the very least here. And they actually do bonus damage against Blaze, so that's pretty good as well. Just because Blaze is an armored unit here. I mean, he has Kev. Kev is not exactly that great against Broodlings. Blaze is pretty good against Broodlings. Yeah. I don't know if you actually go Vega or if you go Nux against Broodlords. Because, I don't know. I don't know if Valkyrie would know here. Buy another Stalker here. Oh, I could have bought another one. Oh well. There we go. And I think I'm going to go try and tech up here to tier 3. He's got some creepers. But creepers aren't really... Actually, no, those aren't creepers. Those are just normal locusts. Normal locusts don't scare me. It's the creeper host that will scare me, because the AoE on them is actually significant. Stalkers, can you guys just, like, blink over on the cannon and just kill it? Kill the cannon. Just kill it. Oh, no. It's got 20 HP. Oh, God. Oh, we actually got it, though. Probably thanks to the lurkers, to be honest. I mean, I have another wave of Stalkers coming up here. And I mean, I am kind of fighting Tychus' wave at this point. Just kind of. Once I go tier 3, I'm going to perma-stealth some of my Stalkers, which will just give them a permanent DPS boost, thanks to my passive here. But I also want to buy some DTs. Maybe I'll buy some DTs. I think it's past the point where I see their usefulness, though, so I might not. Get some armor here, chitinous plating here, there we go. Again, more Stalkers here. What do we got here? You know what? I think I actually prefer this new sort of true sight, because I can just see everything permanently. And honestly, it's not too bad. It makes the gameplay slightly more interesting. There we go. I'm just gonna stealth all these guys at the front. There we go. Now you can't see him. Well, actually, no, you can still see him on my staging area, but you technically can't see him. Technically, you can't see him. But yeah, I'm gonna get another level in shields, because my shields will probably be taking the hits first, so I'm gonna increase the levels on that. And I think every time I play Vorazun, if I don't play Stalker Stacker, I always have a bad time. It's just because the other strategies require too much APM, and I'm just not that great at it. And you have to manage every single wave, which means you have to make a decision every wave. While this one, you just make a decision what to buy, and then that's it. And then so that's fine, right? Like the longer the game goes on, the more likely you are to have performance errors. But yeah, let's see. The Broodlords here look like they're just super effective, actually. They are vulnerable to the Tempest, but honestly, at the end of the day, they're not trying to fight the Tempest, they're trying to fight the Tychus wave, and kind of the Dehaka wave that went before, and it's helping us stack quite nicely too. However, we are going to probably want some anti-air here at some point. But yeah, here we go. I mean, my Stalkers seem to be our only anti-air on this entire team, and I guess the Hydralisk as well. But yeah, it's okay, I'm just going to DPS that down with my Stalkers here, unless, of course, the Immortality Shell here. How's it healing up so fast? What is healing it? What is healing this thing? Does he have blood? He must have blood. Let's see, this is his guy, right? No, that's just an observer. He must have blood. There's no way that unit heals that fast. Or at all. But yeah. Can we get the Fire Breath on Dehaka here? The Brutes here are super effective against Tychus right now. They're just shredding. Pretty effective for us too as well. There we go. Let's see. And I'm going to try and get some weapon upgrades, maybe? Actually, no, I'm not going to buy. I'm just going to buy some more Stalkers, and then I'll buy weapon upgrades here. There we go. And we can actually get a black hole going. Let's see. I can kind of black hole, like, right here. But those Tempests are causing us some trouble, so maybe until we kill the Tempest off. Okay, there's a beam here. Okay, that's good, that's good. We can probably black hole this next wave here. Nice. Get that AoE DPS down here. AoE everything that Tychus has got down. Oh, okay, he's got a Nikara, but that's not going to be enough here, because everything's just stacked on top of each other. There we go, come on. That's the Karax Vorazun Death Push, baby. They got that super powerful ability to make up for their slightly less diverse armies. And now that we have Broodlords here, that should clean up the Dragoons quite nicely. And my stealthed Stalkers here, I mean, they're just going to probably go for the Nexus, maybe. There we go. Nexus is taking some significant damage here. Can I just click on this to... Oh, yeah, and that is... Okay, I guess this wasn't going to be an hour game. But you know what? That was fun. That was a victory. Pretty good one. I feel like as soon as Kerrigan started getting Broodlords, it was the effect was noticeable. I don't think Tychus knew how to play against the Broodlords. Just because he has the Kev, I really don't think that's what you're supposed to do. Valkyrie, please confirm. Let's see, 61k. No surprise there because just Stalker's staying alive for a long time. And yeah, well, if you guys enjoyed this fairly uninteresting but very standard and reliable Stalker Stacker Vorazun game, be sure to leave a like. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.